Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, a statement from the Orthodox Church of Ethiopia about Abune Abraham, who could not fly with the Patriarch Abune Matthias to South Africa. I mentioned that in a live chat last night. Secondly, is the UAE going to dig for gold in Tigray? The UAE, which supported Ethiopian government in the war against Tigray. A deal has been struck between a UAE's firm and a firm based in Canada. Can we say that UAE government is behind this deal or some private company? Thirdly, a video in circulation showing Eritreans pouring in at a center in Kampala, Uganda, filing asylum cases. Eritrean opposition activists are propagating the video, spreading the video, saying that this is the true picture of Eritrea. That people are just fleeing and they are applying for asylum in such large number. I want to add a little because applying for asylum should not be automatically seen as an indicator of the poor human rights situation in Eritrea. Firstly, viewers, Orthodox Church of Ethiopia just a few hours ago published a clarification about Abune Abraham. Abune Abraham is the general manager of the church and he is in charge of the diocese which is in Amhara, Bahedar and other areas. Abune Abraham, Abune Petros are two archbishops who were accused of blessing the war on Tigray. They are from Amhara, I think, both. Abune Petros is in the US. He was not allowed to return to Ethiopia by the Ethiopian government. Abune Abraham still in Ethiopia, but the man is critical of the government, keeping in view that his base is destabilized. His base is Amhara. He's from there. Their people are fighting. Fighters are fighting as the military. And a few days ago, at a meeting between PM Abiy and church leaders, Abune Abraham asked some very tough questions to which PM Abiy responded. Also in a very strong manner, rejecting the arguments forward by the church leaders there. It was said yesterday, we learned that Abune Abraham could not travel to South Africa. He was stopped at the airport. His passport was seized by authorities. Clarification came a few hours ago from the church. Church says that Abune Abraham's passport is with the church and he did not travel to South Africa because of overwork, because South African trip was a 10-day trip of Abune Matthias the Patriarch, and that could have led to problems in day-to-day affairs of the church. That is why Abune Abraham decided against joining the Patriarch for this visit abroad. So he was not stopped. His name is not on exit control list. His passport is with the church, no problem. Secondly, viewers, is the UAE going to dig for gold in Tigray? Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Yemen, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Sudan. Some areas of these countries are rich in gold reserves. That zone is called the Nubian Shield, I think. And exploration companies are digging for gold here, exploring for gold here. Western companies, several companies. A Canadian company has been exploring for gold, doing exploration work in Tigray for years. And ANS Exploration is the name of this company. The company is based in Toronto, Canada. That is why Canada was keen for the war in Tigray to come to an end. We saw several phone calls between Ethiopian PM Abiy and Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister, and he called for escalation, for de-escalation, called for negotiations when the war was on way. Basically, he used to contact PM Abiy because he wanted to protect his country's economic interests. His country's firms were exploring for metals in Tigray and other parts of Ethiopia. Now, this company, ANS Exploration, has sold its shares, some of its shares, to a UAE company, a company based in the UAE. Mithra Metals is the name of the company, which is based in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, in the UAE. Mithra Metals is a private company. Who owns it? We don't know. Owned by an Indian or by UAE's sheikh, we don't know. But this company has bought 240,000 shares. It has acquired 240,000 shares of ANS Exploration. So now it means that Mithra and ANS will jointly work in Tigray, in Ethiopia, in other parts of this region for exploration work. We're seeing a campaign by Tigray activists saying that UAE devastated Tigray. UAE provided weapons to Ethiopian government. Those weapons killed tens of thousands of people in Tigray, and now the UAE wants to benefit from Tigray's natural resources. Yes, UAE did provide weapons to Ethiopian government. Wing-long drones were given to Ethiopian government. Turkey also gave weapons to Ethiopian government. It was business for them. Turkey sold TB2 drones. UAE sold Chinese wing-long drones, other weapon systems to Ethiopian government. But can, on the basis of what happened in the past, Tigray block this deal? It will be difficult for Tigray, and Tigray cannot isolate itself. Tigray is a region, it's not a country. It cannot influence Ethiopian foreign policy. It is just in it's just in Tigray, it's not in Addis Ababa. Yes, it can disrupt the exploration work, but the Tigray leaders won't, I think, take this big step. They would like their relations with UAE and Ethiopia to improve. They would like the relations to be repaired. They would like to benefit from the UAE and Turkey. But pressure is there. Tigray activists are demanding an end to the operations of ANS Exploration, Canadian firm in Tigray, which has now sold shares to Mithra Metals. Thirdly, viewers, a video is in circulation showing hundreds of Eritreans filing asylum cases at a center in Uganda, Kampala. Several Eritrean activists are publishing the video saying this is the real picture, that Eritreans are fleeing the country in large number. See the rush at the asylum application center. It shows that in big numbers Eritreans are fleeing the country. Yes, Eritreans are fleeing the country. Yes, human rights situation in Eritrea is very poor. Yes, youths have to serve indefinitely in national service, in military. Yes, there are all types of restrictions on freedoms or liberties in Eritrea. But having said all this, asylum is one of the fastest routes to get documents for people from all parts of the world. I know Pakistanis too, who go to Canada as tourists sometimes, and then they file asylum cases there. And they say this is the easiest route to have papers in Canada, in Europe. So if Eritreans are filing, and people tell lies to file asylum cases. They change their identities. They change their religious identity, their national identity, their ethnic identity. They make up stories. That is what is happening. I was thinking of shifting to a country in Europe, in North America. And I was advised by a Pakistani friend that I should file asylum after going to that country. I said it would be wrong. It's not right. I mean, why should I file asylum? He said this is the easiest way. Otherwise, you'll suffer and you'll have to pay more. This is the easiest and the cheapest way to get papers in America, Canada, Europe. But I decided against it. So, yes, asylum cases filed by Eritreans are indicative of the human rights situation in Eritrea, but people resort to asylum because this is perhaps one of the easiest ways to progress towards the status of resident in Europe and America. Thank you for watching.